All right, 3, 2, 1, and let's start. All right, so, well, good morning, everyone. I'm Roach788. My commentator is DukeFireBird. I said, welcome to your Saturday morning cartoons on a Wednesday morning.
Heck yeah.
If Duke, if you would like to start.
Not a problem. So this is the Money Bin. This is the intro level, which is introduced into the remaster. This was not in the original DuckTales NES. This level, again, it's just giving you all your different moves that you have. You have your walk, your jump, your pogo. And the premise behind this is that the Beagle Boys, once again, keep trying to steal your money, usually hired by Flintheart or Magica or whomever. These little cutscenes, those red buttons that you're seeing that are automatically getting pressed down, we have an option enabled called Quick Cinema. What Quick Cinema is it basically bypasses all the cutscenes in the game, and each of those buttons represents a checkpoint that has a cutscene associated with it, where you have to save one of your nephews, either Huey, Dewey, or Louie.
Basically giving you, in this level, just like, hey, practice your new moves we just taught you. And in later levels, those cutscenes would be just story.
Mm-hmm. So right there, Roach just picked up an M coin. That is effectively your invincibility star from Super Mario Brothers. Gives you a speed boost, makes you invulnerable, and there are a lot of those in easy mode. All right, first boss is Big Time Beagle. He is wearing a hard hat, so he has the best pogo protection in the game. However,
is securely suspended.
Duckworth, if the safe was securely suspended, it came down with a single shot from that thing. So, but yeah, that safe drops on the Beagle Boy's head, drops his helmet, and then you can pogo him. And 5 shots will end the level. You saw Roach jumping into the arcing shots. That is actually a speed tech to reset a hitbox so you can set up a lot faster. And boom, just like that.
That's first level done. Now we would have an option between whatever level we'd like to go to next. It is runner preference here.
Mm-hmm. And we are selecting the Himalayas. One reason is this has a mini boss that is RNG. So we want to get that part out of the way. So the start of the level is, unfortunately, Launchpad, being the best pilot that he is, unfortunately crashes the plane in the Himalayas. So we have to find 3 parts of the plane that's scattered around and to repair the plane. So that's what the first part is. All of the deep snow that you see is actually this is the one stage where your pogo is actually very affected. If you try to pogo onto the snow, you will actually just fall straight into it. So we're just going to go underground and bypass as much of the snow as we can.
Yep, you're going to see me take some intentional damage here, setting up a little, death warp just to get to an early checkpoint.
Yep. So we're going to pick up 2 M coins back to back.
Oh, kind of need that.
That's all right.
That was one of the plane parts.
Yep, that was one of the radio pieces. I think that's like the radio transmitter. And over here we have a good friend, Bubba Duck. And we're going to be using him in one moment. We're just going to have to make a detour to pick up another radio part up here. So again, as Roach said, we are setting up a death warp. And that will send us back to that rope at the beginning where we climbed up into this room.
That rabbit's just out of the way with our part that we need. So, oh, look, we're right here.
Yep. All right. And Bubba loves smashing things with his club. He loves smashing ice. He likes smashing ice, and he especially likes smashing rabbits. And Bubba will get distracted by a rabbit very quickly. If you don't destroy that rabbit first, Bubba will keep attempting to hit it, and that rabbit keeps moving out of the way.
Episode, there's not too much until the mini boss, so you can go ahead with some donations here.
Awesome, sounds good. We've got a $50 donation from Zero Jedi, who says, the original DuckTales was the first game I ever beat casually. I love that HEDQ always introduces me to games I haven't encountered yet, including this remaster. I can't wait to see what they did with one of the greatest 8-bit soundtracks. Shout out Moon Theme. We've got a $25 donation from Kubaru, who says, unfortunately, I have to go back to work today until Friday, so I'll be missing a lot of runs I would have loved to see live. But that won't stop me from donating to support and try and get these incentives closer to being met. Putting mine towards the Super Mario Bros. 2 All Levels incentive. Best of luck on the run, Roach. Be well, everyone, and let's stay hyped, everyone.
Nice. All right, so we're coming up on to where the mini boss is, and I actually am going to have a donation challenge for chat. We have a boss that's either going to shoot bombs or Beagle Boys at us, and every shot is random except if we get a bomb. After a bomb is always a Beagle Boy. I'm going to be donating $10 for every excess Beagle Boy, which includes if this first shot is one. Okay, it is not.
Good start for my RNG.
If we do get a perfect RNG run, I will donate $100. Nope, there's one.
There's one.
So these are literally 50-50.
Average is 4 to 5.
Yep. Average is 4 to 5. Roach's personal best is what? 22?
23.
23.
And last time I ran DuckTales in Marathon, I got 18 in it.
Yikes. All right, so far we're only at one extra. 2. Uh-oh.
3.
3.
And here's the game doing its thing.
4.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 4. All right, not bad. So, all right. So I'll definitely be getting $40 at the end of the run there. If you want to, anybody wants to match that or any amount they want to do, feel free.
I think we could get chat to match that. I will match that myself as well. So chat, I think we can make that happen.
Sweet. All right, and the first actual boss of the game, this is the Yeti, not to be confused with our shirt sponsor. So, if you know the story of the lion and the mouse, and you know how the lion stepped on the thorn, the Yeti unfortunately stepped on the lost crown of Genghis Khan. So that's why the Yeti is all angry and everything. So yeah, so you notice why Roach is getting stuck in the snow. That's what would happen if you do try to pogo into the snow. But the Yeti's gonna come through, punch the wall, and the ice and one rock is gonna fall. Rock falling in the far left or the far right is a center block. If it falls more towards the center, you want to hit that one immediately to hit the side blocks. After 3 hits, the Yeti goes a little bit more enraged and destroys the 2 blocks on the upper part, so you're just left with the center block. And whenever the Yeti does a full vertical jump like that, you do not want to be on the ground because that is it will basically cause a seismic earthquake.
And you saw us clipped into the Yeti a little bit there for a second. Hitboxes are weird.
Yes, hitboxes are very weird. I think I call that, I think it's like akin to the piranha plant in Mario 1. And with that, that's 4 shots. We got 1 more shot to go, and the Yeti will be down. And when you are speedrunning, there is actually a chance of a soft lock on this if you do your skip cutscene too fast.
The skip cutscene is literally only like a half a second, so most of us just don't even worry about it.
And that is it.
So that's the second level of the run. We will be going into the African Mines next, which has the hardest skip in the run, which I will be calling for a quiet moment during that.
All right. So the African Mine skip, I'll go ahead and start explaining it now. It is effectively a quadruple frame perfect jump. Luckily, it doesn't have to be in a row. If it can be in a row, that'll be basically a run. That'll be a time killer, which is good. But what it is there's a Indiana Jones-esque boulder chase sequence that you have to do multiple times throughout this level to open up the path. So luckily the second one, because there is one prior to that, but the second one can be bypassed with the skip. And the skip basically deloads the rocks. So, and we're going to be coming up to that point very shortly. After Roach does complete the 4, we still need some quiet time because there is an audio cue that Roach uses for the second half.
Yeah, we'll be clipped under the level and basically moving, and I have to do some blind movement to get somewhere, and I have some audio cues.
Yep, so here's the first Indiana Jones-esque boulder.
And now
and
here's
quiet time right here, please.
It's time for this. It's 1. 2. 3, And there's 4.
All right, that's part 1. So now we have an audio cue here, so hold on, please.
And there we go.
There we go. And we actually bypassed the boulder getting activated, so that's even better. Good job.
Let's see, and we were at 13,000, so 50, so 60. We're at like 90 to a 0 right now.
Okay, yep. So what we're doing is we are counting our money right now. This game has a very cool little mini game that gets played if you ever end any level or begin any level with a 7 in your 10,000s place, but that is over your entire playthrough of every single game. So that's through your save file. We started our save file with 50 with a 5 in the 10,000s place. That gives us the most optimal thing so we can dodge certain money. And there are certain gems in the game that we have to get, unfortunately. There is actually a red gem at the end of this level that we are forced to take. And so we want to account for that so we don't get that bonus game. If we do get that bonus game, it is unfortunately a 20-second time loss.
And I actually think I'm on a bad number. I should have paid more attention to my money after that last level.
210. I don't remember what it was.
We got 60 there, so yeah, we need to get a 10,000.
We need a 10. That's a
That's yeah.
It's all right.
I know where to go.
I think you're good. We'll
if
see.
not, we just have to. We can show off the minigame.
Yep. All right. So this is the boss, the Terrafermian King. If you watch the animated series, you will have seen the Terrafermian King. He will basically get hit, rolls into a ball, rolls around 3 times, and has 2 attacks. He will pull out a horn, and it'll either be orange or blue. It starts with blue. This is the Terrafermian Swarm. So you just have to dodge all that, just like that. The orange horn will be rocks coming from the ceiling. And the Terrafermian King, even though it is random, you will get 2 of each one. Oh, wow. Double Terrafermian to start. All right. So the next 2 we know are going to be rocks.
And you can have a little fun with your movement during here.
Mm-hmm. So on easy mode, it's always going to be 3 rocks. If you actually are playing on a higher difficulty, the further along the fight is, the faster he goes, and the more rocks that will come down. And I think the length of the Terrafermian Swarm has actually increased a little bit too.
That I cannot answer for sure.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the speed, maybe, I don't know. All right, and with this is going to get us the Giant Diamond of Inner Earth, second major treasure of the game. All right. Next stage is going to be the Amazon, I believe.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, and we
are good. 723. So you have 47 to 57 to play with.
And now the Amazon. First, we went through the heavy RNG level. Then we went through the hardest skip level. Now we're doing the level that just likes to kill runs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is the execution level. So, Amazon, we have 8 big chests that we have to get. There are 8 coins that will lead us to the central temple of the level. And if you remember your NES, some of these are like the hidden passages that have like the secret treasures and whatnot. Well, in this one, some of them lead to the treasure coins that you need to get. And we are again setting up another death warp. There we go. So right after this coin is going to be the death warp, and which will take us right back to the beginning of where we entered, and we can continue on to the side to get more coins.
And there will be these bees that spawn in, just like there from the left. They are purely RNG on where they spawn, when they spawn, and they can really screw up your movement.
Mm-hmm. But I think with that, we have time for 1 or 2 donations.
Yeah.
Awesome. I just want to give a quick update to everyone that we're still working toward the $7,000 target for the upgrade to Goof Troop to hardest difficulty. We are running low on time for that, so if you're interested in making that happen, folks, we do ask that you apply your donation to that incentive. And thank you so much to Hobby Tan, who sends in $10 and says, I was so hyped to see Roach running DuckTales Remastered. Such a fantastic speed game and runner. Sending all my lucky #1 dimes in, hoping for the best RNG possible for you. While we're at it, I'll report into the hard mode Goof Troop.
All right, so this is the this is also a very fun part of the game, and this is one where I'm gonna say, Roach, if you're not gonna play, let me play, please.
You can continue with donations.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you. We've got a $17 donation from Quirky Geek 17 who says, go Roach, go Duke, forget cancer, be good, and if you can't be good, be fast.
Thanks, Quirky.
And we have a $40 donation from IceFiend55 who says, I love DuckTales, so I'll match for all the extra boys that Scrooge's pogoing brought to the yard.
Thank you very much for that. All right, so this is where the temple is. This is the second half of the stage.
And the hardest jump in the game.
Yep. We have a jump in this. It's called the chest jump. You jump too high, you hit the ceiling, and you fall into a pit. You jump too low, you don't clear the pit. So you got to have just enough to hit that without stopping.
It's just the slightest press of the jump button. But again, if you hold it too little, just tap it, you're just going to jump short.
Yep. Here it is right here. Perfect. Good shot.
It's like a 2-frame window for the jump there.
Yep. Alternatively, you can just stop and lose a couple seconds.
Take a hit, let
take a hit.
ceiling fall, give yourself more space.
Oh, the snakes actually cooperated this
Yeah,
time.
surprisingly.
Yeah, usually one of those snakes pops its head up and it's like, well, okay, I'll take a hit, I guess.
And we're about to enter the next boss fight, which is my most hated in the game.
Mm-hmm. This is the statue of Manco Capquack. And that is also the scepter of the Incan King right there in the center. This is one of the harder HP bosses. This boss actually takes 15 hits to kill. 3 hits changes into a phase, and here we go. So this boss has 3 different attacks when it comes to that. It will either shoot to the side, shoot up or down one at a time. That is unfortunately the slowest attack that there is. The ones that go to the side are the medium attack, and from the top or bottom, if 4 pillars go at once, that is what we are preferring to see. That is the fastest.
And he decided to jump right away, which is not nice.
No, that is like a 1 frame.
In Extreme, which the top level runs are usually run on, you have no health here, and everything does a full heart of damage, where if you get hit once, you die. So if you try to jump into him while he jumps up, your run's over.
Yeah, you take a death, and you either have to have a backup 1-up or you're done.
He is not playing nice today.
No, he is not.
I've entered this boss fight 4 seconds ahead of a gold split. I did plus 20.
Yeah. Just because they did not want to cooperate. Well, at least you're getting a lot of sides, but still.
Yeah, we just haven't seen any of the fast attacks.
No, we have not. Do they even exist? Come on, one time, please. Thank you. There it is. That's the fastest attack right there. And then, all right. And this, I believe, is the final set of attacks. Bam. And if you actually play through the game and go through the story, you're given the Scepter of the Incan King, but it's really the King's back scratcher. And I found that hilarious. All right, coming up on the next stage, we're going to be going to Transylvania.
The longest level on the run, because there's a bit of backtracking.
Yes. So this boss this level has 3 mini bosses. We'll get into that when we get to them. There are multiple different paths to take too. This is effectively your haunted house level. So you go in with your nephews and Webigail. And unfortunately, all of them get kidnapped. That's actually a trapdoor where they fall through if you're playing with the cinematics. So you're on a quest to save Huey, Dewey, Louie. Webigail does get saved by another character in this run that appears in this run in this level. So here's a good question for Chad. Can you guess who that character is?
All right, a little bit of manipulation through this room right here. Just trying to manipulate where these ghosts spawn so they don't get in our way.
Correct. Yep. Those ghosts actually correspond, when they spawn, they go to where you're at on your y-axis. So if you're up high when they spawn, they will stay up high. If you are low, they will come down low. If they come down low, higher chance they hit you.
And we're going to be coming up on our first mini-boss in this level very shortly.
Yeah.
Just after this little semi-hidden passage down here.
Yep. All right, first mini-boss. Unfortunately, we're in Transylvania. Oh, it's a scary ghost. Oh, no. Seems corporeal, though.
That's like those other ghosts seemed a little scarier.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. It's just a Beagle Boy in a sheet.
All right, we just saved our first nephew there, and you can go ahead with some more donations if you like as we do a little backtracking.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, to update everyone, we're at 2842 out of 7,000 to upgrade Goof Troop to the hardest difficulty. I think we can hit 3,500 by the end of this run. We got about 17 minutes to make that happen. So, folks, let's see those donations. Thank you very much to Steve for the $25 donation that says Moon Theme Hype. Also, if you read this, Threach, this will count for 2 squares on my AGDQ bingo. You're welcome.
Nice.
We've got a $40 donation from Terrorfecta, who says, gotta match that challenge. That's in reference to the challenge for the extra, who was it again that we saw? That we got 4 of them earlier in the game?
The Beagle Boys, the bonus Beagle Boys.
The Beagle Boys, the bonus Beagle Boys. We love some alliteration. We love some donations.
And now we're into another little
we're into
minecart
a
section.
massive minecart segment. You got a lot of time for donations here.
I
right
love it. Amazing. We've got $50 from Allerly, who says Goof Troop Hype. That's right. Thank you so much to everyone who's donating for that. We've got $25 from Anonymous, who says, my husband and I's first time attending GDQ in person, having a blast so far. DuckTales has one of the best soundtracks. Woohoo. Kinjor sends in $50 and says, I base my vacations on when AGDQ is happening. Love every minute of it. Looking forward to the greatest tune from the classic gaming era, Moon.
I love hearing all the fun for the Moon theme.
It's just the best.
I
It's
know.
so good.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have some bad news coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna have some unfortunate news about that, but we'll talk about that in a moment.
We get to hear some of it.
Yeah. All right, so we have fought all 3 of the Beagle Boys. We have saved all of our nephews. And the reason why we actually have to do this is I think it's an incantation. I actually don't honestly remember what it is, but there's another mirror that takes us to where the boss is, but it's not active until we do all the mini bosses. So I think it's like an incantation that you need to know.
Yes, and I'm just avoiding money while going through this minecart section just because trying not to make sure we get that mini game.
Yep. And coming up is that character that's going to be in this run. We're only going to see them one time. I wonder if anybody in chat guessed it. We'll find out in 1 second here.
Yep, just as soon as we fall down here.
And it's Mrs. Beakley. In easy mode, she will give us 2 ice cream cones and a cake. If you find her in extreme mode, she'll give you 2 ice cream cones and a 1-up.
Well, in extreme mode, though, we don't actually come see her because we can save a minute and a half from a death orb.
Mm-hmm. So right there, that's another one of those guaranteed gems that we have to get, unfortunately, because it's in the way. But this is the fastest route back to where the mirror is. And we want this one, because this is the secret path, and this is the mirror where we need the incantation.
Let's go through.
All right.
None of these ghosts getting your way.
Yep.
And I just personally don't care if I get hit when they're actually playing nice for once.
Yeah, that's fine. So coming up here is Magica Dispel, one of the quintessential villains from the DuckTales franchise. She has 3 attacks: vertical pillars of fire or horizontal pillars of fire. Sometimes a chest will appear and he'll have an ice cream cone. Otherwise, it's that. Every phase will increase the rate there. Ooh, that was a bad mirror spawn.
Yep. At least she spawned close to me.
That's true.
She can really troll you, spawn on the complete, like, have the fire make you go to the one side of the room, then spawn on the complete opposite side.
Yep. So Magica, unfortunately. Now the second level, second phase, increases the lethality here. So we got 2 rows of fire now that we have to make 2 jumps, or 4 pillars of fire coming down.
Yeah, which if she wants to hit you, she can like trap you in fire. You can't do anything about it. Like, right there, she pushed me to the right and spawned all the way to left.
That was a good mirror spawn, at least.
Yep.
So it makes up for that. Yeah, we've had it to where like she'll pull a pillar of fire to our left, a pillar of fire to our right, and we're stuck in the middle, and she's like, all right, I'm gonna hit you there. So you're taking damage regardless.
And I'm just timing my jumps for that actual hit that counts after the buzzard form to spawn behind her hit that she summons to land right on her after she does the attack. And she's gonna spawn to the right a bit. Yep.
All right, and good mirror spawn. So after this last hit on the buzzard and the last hit here, this is going to defeat Magic at Dispel, who has the Coin of the Lost Realm. And that is treasure number 4. All right, so we need to go to the moon. How do we breathe on the moon?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, luckily, Gyro, he actually invented an Oxy-Chew gum that gives you oxygen. Did you like a piece?
I'm good.
You're good? You can hold your breath? All right, cool.
I mean, only for 2 minutes, but hopefully that's long enough.
Yeah. All right, so we are coming up on the moon. This is the best theme in the game. Unfortunately, we're not going to hear much of it because we get 2 M coins. So I'll let you guys listen to it for a moment.
I'm going to stay quiet, let you guys enjoy it for the time you can. Hope you enjoyed it.
And unfortunately, there's your M coins. So, spaceship that is up there, that is normally the path we have to take to go get all the pieces of Gizmo Duck to open up the path to the lower part of the moon. We don't like doing that. In fact, technically, there's a little trick I'm going to teach everyone here. If you know the secret passcode, blathering blatherskite, you can just go straight through. Although I'm actually joking, we actually do another one of the hitbox deletions like we do on the Amazon.
It's such a massive hitbox.
But that one is a much easier one.
A very large frame window to do it. It's not. It's by far the easiest trick. Try it at home. If you even realize what I did.
Yep. And another M coin. That's the only downside to the moon level. It's so fast. Best theme, but it's the one we hear the least of. So with that, we're gonna come up to the boss. It's literally just a moon rat. And he just ate a piece of the green cheese of longevity. So we want to get it back. This is another 15-hit boss. After 3 hits, the rat turns into your cat at 3 a.m.
Zoomies.
Go zoom. So ideally, we want the rat to do that exact move, to do the jump up onto the platform.
That's the easiest way to get 1 cycle.
That gives us a nearly guaranteed 1 cycle, as long as you're paying attention. It is harder to get the 1 cycle if he decides to just run. Like that. It is still possible. Like that. Got it.
And also, which hole he spawns out of is completely random. It is slightly longer for him to spawn out of the top ones because he actually has to fall before he zooms.
Yep. All right, here we go. 3rd set.
Nope.
Uh-oh. That's all right. All right, at least he stayed on the ground, so. So if the 3rd hit happens and he's jumping up, he'll actually have to jump up and jump back down to the middle before he goes into zoom mode.
Unless it's the final hit.
Unless it's the final hit, but. All right, let's see how well he cooperates here. Oh, perfect. And that's it. So green cheese longevity, we have all 5 of the treasures. So now, unfortunately, this is when you learn you've kind of been conned. Flintheart comes and says, yeah, Magic has kidnapped your nephews again. And this time, she wants the treasures you just got. So you reluctantly go with Flintheart to Mount Vesuvius. This is a brand new level, again, outside of the NES version. This is your final level. This puts all your skills to the test. It also has a pretty rockin' soundtrack.
A lot of very precise jumps, precise movement, and just actually is fairly well timed where if you just hold right, things just work.
Mm-hmm.
Except for right here, because that bat will get in your way.
Yeah, you got to do a little stop, stutter, let them drop down. All right, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and open up the path here. and continue on. We do have time for a couple more donations.
Fantastic. We've got a $5 donation from Katie who says, woke up to a DuckTales run? Best way to start the day. Let's get the Goof Troop hard mode chat. Agreed. And just as an update for that, we have passed the $3,000 mark. We are at $3,122 out of $7,000 to make that happen. We are running out of time, folks. I know we can do this. If you want to upgrade the difficulty of the Goof Troop run to the hardest mode that there is and switch the game language to Japanese, please donate to that incentive.
Yep. Yeah, with that $40 that I'm going to donate, I will be putting it towards that. So.
All right, now we have a dark section here. These boulders coming down will instant kill you.
Yep, they are actually molten boulders, so yeah, one touch, doesn't matter how much health you have, but you can still pogo off of them.
And always jump in that little space there just to make sure Scourge's hitbox isn't like on one of the posts. Like a hair too early.
It's all right.
That's it. I always jump in that little box there just to make sure his hitbox wasn't like against one of the walls right to the side.
Can you get it? Can you get it? Oh, you got it. Nice.
Right, that's the fast cycle, which can save about a second or two.
Yeah, because we don't have to wait for the boulder to hit the wall to come back. We can meet it there, so saved a little bit of time there.
It's a very tight jump.
Yep, and another minecart segment, and now, depending on Roach's mode, he might grab the money, he might not. At this stage, it does not matter because there is no bonus stage after this stage, so usually this is the stage where it's like, hey, let's just amass our wealth.
I said I was a bit of a miser earlier, now I'm just being greedy.
Yep. Still got time for about one or two more.
All right, thank you. We've got $25 from Retro, who says, I think we should all give Goofy a hard time. We have a $10 donation from Seki, who says, big thank you to everyone at GDQ for making this event possible. Honk.
You got time for maybe like one more.
All right, we've got a $250 donation from Terrafecta, who says, Goof Troop hype.
Nice. Thank you very much for that. All right, we are coming up on the boss.
That's the final boss of the run, but not the end of the run.
No. This is Count Duckula.
You can, on average, you're going to, well, just be happy with what you take.
All right, so RNG is this boss. We're starting with yellow. That's actually the best start. So this is the enlarge. You want to try to get above onto his beak if you can. That will shorten the number of chomps that he does. Normally it's 5.
Yeah, you might only have it down to 2. I'm going to get 4 here.
Yeah, we got it down to 4, which is good. So that is the best. That is the best possible RNG right now. There are 3 different colors.
Green.
Yes. Green. Oh, this is the good RNG. Let's go. This is the dragon. Shoots off 5 flames. We're going to shoot 4 onto the side and then put 1 in the center to use a damage boost to bypass the bat needing to hit the bat on the count. There we go. Got it. Okay, so this is likely going to be red. Red is the slowest. This is the bat's form.
This is the one we hopefully never see again.
Yeah, this is the longest animation, unfortunately.
It takes about, depending where you are in the fight, because it does increase in length slightly, 18 to 22 seconds longer than any other phase.
Yep. So, Magicka will throw one of the 3 magic colors. It is guaranteed to get all 3, and it will randomly choose which one you do. But you can, it does not have to be a 2-2-2. It can be a 3-2-1. Best possible is 3 yellows, 2 greens, and a red. We got a second yellow. That's good.
Now we actually have a chance for the 3-2-1.
We actually have a chance for the 3-2-1.
I am just going to go for the.
That's right. Just get the 3. Just get the 3 chop.
Yep.
We don't have to worry about our health too much. Usually, a boss on on easy difficulty will give us an ice cream cone on a hit.
There, which he did not.
That's fine. Green. Okay. We have a chance for good RNG here. So because the count is going to be up on the higher part of the screen, we're just going to make all 5 fires. We're just going to make sure we don't get hit by any of them.
Yeah, just hope he doesn't spawn right in the center.
That's fine.
That's not too bad, sir.
There's your ice cream. Okay, we're good. All right, so hopefully, okay, we got a 2-2-2. That's fine. That's average.
That's average. That's what you expect at most runs.
Yeah. And much better than what we got during practice.
What kills any world record attempt.
Yeah, practice, we kept getting 3 reds. It's like, oh, come on. Yeah, so the bats form, the one open column of the bats is actually going to be, they change which half the screen it's going to be on. So this is going to be the final hit on Count Duckula, but this is not the end. We now have to get our #1 dime back. On easy difficulty, you can see Magica and Flintheart on the right side going up slowly. On extreme difficulty, they take off like a SpaceX launch.
If you make one tiny mistake on extreme, you lose this section.
Yep. After we grab the #1 dime, we are still not done.
Which makes that even better, though, because if you lose, that's just instant game over.
Now, we got our #1 dime. We're still in an active volcano. We have to get up.
Time is coming up shortly, though.
Time is very coming up, and it'll be when we hit the last platform. I will let you know when that is. Get ready. And time. Good job, Roach.
That's cute. That ties my PB.
It's your PB? Nice.
No, ties it.
Ties it? Nice.
Yep, and, you know,
It was real swell of you to give Glomgold a lift home, Mr.
How's that?
my favorite line is coming up in a second.
Oh, yeah, we had to hear this. We love this line.
I'll put it on your bill, Flinty. You can pay me back in, oh, say 3 to 5 years.
Just to show you how much of a miser Scrooge really is.
Yeah, we just love this little part right here.
You know, there's a sight I never get tired of. Come on, lads. Let's head to the ice cream shop.
Hey, can we each get our own cone this time, Uncle Scrooge?
Oh, why not? I'm in a generous mood today. In fact, each of you can even get a cone with ice cream in it.
We love that. So with that, that is DuckTales Remastered.
Yep. Appreciate you guys for letting me do this
Yep.
run, and I'm gonna skip those credits though.
Yep. Shout outs to the DuckTales community. Thanks for us. If you wanted to join our community, please feel free to join the Discord. It is on the speedrun.com page. Shout outs to the Roost, my community. And thank you, Roach, for letting me be on your couch.
Shout outs to the PlayStation Nation on the back couch over here.
Yep. With
So
that,
I used to be a PlayStation runner, so that's why most of them are here to support me.
Yep. With that, though, thanks for having me on your couch again, Roach, and thank you, GDQ, for letting us showcase DuckTales Remastered.